Welcome back to Man vs Film. I'm going to be talking about Cannibal Holocaust from Shameless. This is number 2 in the Shameless collection, and for some reason I thought I'd seen this movie, but on checking it out, almost said rewatch, on checking it out, it turns out I haven't seen this one before. I've seen several cannibal movies and it just kind of fits into the rest of them and didn't really stand out. Now I know this was one of the main ones. This is the one that kind of really kick-started a lot of the cannibal movies. Directed by Ruggero Deodato, Cannibal Holocaust was, well, first of all, the transfer's fantastic. This is a stunning looking disc, and I thought the image really popped and jumped off the screen, considering it's from a movie that came out in 1980, an Italian cannibal movie. Some of the quality of those haven't been great. This one was truly outstanding, and it's all about an anthropologist. It's all about Harold Monroe, this guy who is going to travel into this green inferno, this forest, this massive jungle, to try and find a group of documentarians who vanished. And most of the movie is simple. You know, he goes out there, he gets a guide, a group of people to go with him. They go in, they meet a tribe, talk to them, communicate, and ultimately discover certain things that the documentary crew would have, like a lighter, like film reel cans, and they make a barter with the tribe to get these film cans. Now this is the first hour of a 90-minute movie, and then it takes a kind of turn into sort of the kind of thing that is kind of disturbing and what cannibal movies are renowned for. Now I really enjoyed this first hour, just getting these guys trying to get to a place that's really hard to get to and sort of talk to try and create a deal to get these tapes. And it's when Harold gets back to New York to start to go through the tapes that he discovers what happened to the documentary crew. You can kind of tell what happens. They're not coming back. Their stuff's there. They're not there. There was a tribe there. Yeah, the movie's called Cannibal Holocaust. But this wasn't what I expected of it. You know, usually you have these well-to-do, good-hearted people that go out to try and help a tribe or something, and then bad things happen to them. This was a real opposite to that. You know, when you discover the tape, the footage of these guys, these are people that went out there with a good idea, but who were warped, whether it been in the sun or out in the jungle or because they had guns or were attacked. But they stumble across this tribe and they just instantly snap, doing the most horrendous and outrageous things that no person in the right mind could possibly do. And it's really shocking and disgusting, the things that they just feel comfortable doing to other human beings. And this is where the real shock treatment and the real visceral elements of the movie come into play. And you start to get this idea that, unlike most of these kind of movies where the tribes folk are cannibals who are out to hunt these people down, this was a tribe who were minding their own business, who were just living their lives, when they were stumbled across by these people who did some horrendous things to them and were punished justifiably by this tribe. It's an interesting sort of twist on what I thought was, you know, most cannibal movies, while still being the sort of precursor to most of the cannibal films. The gore, the blood, the disgustingness that comes in tow with these cannibal movies is there in bucket loads. That final third, it is disgusting and it is gruesome and gory, pretty terrific with practical effects. There is some moments of animal cruelty, as these movies became infamous for. Particularly there's a turtle scene as well that's, you know, if you're not into this kind of thing, suggest zipping by it. For me, it seems as though there's a purpose to it here. Because it's the documentary crew that's doing it, you have this idea that they're starting to lose their humanity almost by doing some of these crazy things that they do. So it feels as if there's a point to this one, where some of the other ones is just there for the sake of, you know, being there. I really enjoyed Cannibal Holocaust, which, you know, is a strange thing to say, but it is only a movie. The courts proved that. It's just a terrific movie. There's a reason that it spawned several other ones as well like it, because it was such a big film on the horizon. You know, it's affecting, it's fun, it's interesting, it looks really nice, and it was just one of these real surprises. It wasn't gritty, grimy, disgusting. We have characters who are disgusting people but they are, looked upon as that by the people viewing this film. They're not held in any kind of praise. They are lambasted by these people for losing their humanity. Terrific movie. It's got 2 films on it. It's got Cannibal Holocaust, and it's got the first ever director re-edit of the movie. I've not watched the re-edit as yet, but I will be getting to it. It has 2 presentations by the director Ruggero Deodato, 2 exclusive Shameless programmes, Film and Be Damned, shocking revelations by film participants, and The Long Road Back from Hell, in-depth reappraisal by leading film critics, as well as a theatrical trailer as well. Now, this isn't for everybody. It's not. But if you're interested in the Shameless label, if you're interested in these kind of movies that do have a legacy, that do have a foothold and a certain historical element in cinema, it's well worth picking up. It's worth checking out. I think it's a pretty good transfer of a pretty grimy movie that is entertaining and something that really had an impact when it was released. I'd love to know your opinion of Cannibal Holocaust and where you put it on the cannibal movies. If you think there's something better, I'd love to hear about it, something to check out. And I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.